I was out cutting hay, and I used an old International trailer type mower, and they use a pitman. And I got into some, well, June grass, but there's a lot of pocket gopher mounds in there, and that's when the trouble happens. But it snapped this pitman. Now, this has been on there a long time. It was on when I got it, and I've used this mower for many years. And the wood was just, yeah, you can see drying, cracking, just getting old. But like I say, it's been on there for a long time, so no surprise. I'm surprised I didn't break it earlier. But I happen to have the replacement, but the replacement was just it's a stick. You know, you buy, they're hickory, but you can buy just a bare stick that comes a little extra long and there's no holes drilled in it. I had one of them on hand, so I stuck that in there. But I had to shorten it up, and then you have to drill out the end. There's got to be a hole for this contraption that does the clamping on the sickle uses a spring, and you got to have a hole for the spring to go in. Got to drill all these holes, and on that end, you actually have to cut the slot that piece goes in. So it's a little bit of work, but these the bare stick normally sells for about $20. If you can find the right pre-made one for your mower, they're about 30. That have all the holes drilled and you just bolt them on, which would be nice, but it can be hard to find for a particular mower. Now, if you end up having to buy the whole pitman with the bearing and the end on it, you're looking at like $250. And that's for a rebuilt one where they put a new bearing in down here. So you have to exchange your old core too, so that they can rebuild it. So you don't want to bust them up. Luckily I got a spare, because when I got this mower, I got two junk mowers too, but there was no extra pitmans, but I do have this whole bearing assembly. But I don't have any more of these, so I got to be careful and not break that up. But to be sure this one that I put on doesn't dry out and crack like this old one did, a pine tarter. No, it'll be good. Just got to put it back together and go work again.